Hello, hello. It's Igneous Hippo, back with another episode of Elden Ring with our good friend John Elden. Last episode we stopped at the ninth Mount Gelmir campsite, and we will be heading up that Spirit Spring and that ladder very soon. But before we do that, we need to backtrack just a little bit and grab some stuff. So last episode we made our way up one of the paths through Mount Gelmir, and ended up here. And we need to go back here because there's a cave that's kind of tucked away back here, but there's some really good loot in this cave. And this is also a really good farming spot for the Great Knife if you're interested in the starting weapon for the Bandit class. Those two little guys that I just killed both have a chance to drop the Great Knife. And that bigger guy has a chance to drop the Spiked Club if you want like a mace hammer type weapon that does blood loss buildup, but you don't like the... Yeah, he's holding it right there. But if you want that and you don't like the Morning Star or the Great Stars, like you want something a little more primitive looking, that one is right up your alley. But this is more of a dark cave as well. Oh, I accidentally threw a crystal dart again. Beast repellent, we'll take off our shirt. Okay, here we go. There we go. Nice. Alright. Lots of demi-humans in this cave. Shoot, what is this called? I'm pretty sure this cave is called the Volcano Cave. Try to circle around me. Volcano Cave, yes. Okay. Lots of demi-humans. You gotta be really, really careful when you're exploring this cave because it gets a little confusing. And you have to make sure you take the right path. In order to get a really cool armament that you could very easily miss. And also, if you go... Yeah. So you don't go that way. Don't go left. So when you come out of the first room, this is the first room, right? This is right up there is the site of grace. You come into this room and there's a bunch of demi-humans to confuse you on which direction you're going. Do not go left. That will lead you straight into an ambush. And then you can't go straight, but you can see... Look, you can see the ambush from here. Ranged battle. Yeah, it's going to tell you try to kill it. Yeah, there's a demi-human chief down there and lots of demi-humans. So what you want to do is actually go off to the right, and then you can kind of take out the... Yeah, you can kind of take out the ambush before it happens. So from this side, you can ambush the ambushers. They're kind of sitting there waiting for you. And the demi-human chief won't be able to get to you while you're up here. There we go. Okay. Now we're not going to get overrun. And then after dropping down off that ledge, you go backwards to this direction. And there's going to be another open room with a bunch of demi-humans in it. But there's the item that we're looking for right here. Oh wait, nope, not that one. This one, the coil shield. It's a really good small shield. It doesn't have a parry. It doesn't have a parry or like blocking, anything like that. But it's got a unique Ash of War on it that's super good. Probably not going to use it in this playthrough, but it's the Viper Bite Ash of War. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. The Coil Shield causes poison buildup. Viper Bite. This is super cool. So if you take this out and use it, the snake comes off the shield and like bites the target. And it only takes a couple bites to get the poison to work, but it's really useful. I love the coil shield. Super unique too. Like to think of a small shield that would be able to do that is just like, I don't know. It's beyond me. I would never have been able to come up with that. That's super cool. Try to jump away from it. lump of flesh. Okay, and that direction is where we would have came down if we had gone left at the very beginning. Then we would have been ambushed. And then here, you have the boss fight. So we'll get our buff going. Put a shirt back on. We'll put this shirt back on. And we'll get into it. It's Demi-Human Queen Margot. She's already dropping the staff. So they have the ability to cast spells, but they can choose not to and go for a more animalistic approach. Oh wow, that's a grab attack. I've actually never seen that before. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Good fight. That was the most entertaining fight I've ever had with the Demi-Human Queen. And for that we get the Jar Cannon. It's a unique ballista. Jar Cannon, which uses explosives to fire great bolts. Deals great damage but is slow to reload. Experimental firearm. Brought to the assault on Volcano Manor, where it was discovered that no one knew how to use it. That's pretty interesting. And I forgot to read the coil shield I forgot to read the coil shield description as well. Armament designed for gladiatorial combat, rises above its peers as a particularly showy specimen. The sculpted bronze snake is a poisonous breed, boosting the wielder's resistance to poison, also making it able to proc poison as well. I just realized that the resistance to poison is what causes the slight buildup in Scarlet Rot and poison. That's why the Spiral Horn shield gives me a slight buildup in every single category, because it boosts immunity, robustness, and focus. They give a slight buildup to madness, sleep, frost, bleed, Scarlet Rot, and poison. Put it on. It's interesting. Good to know. Alright. So back to the 9th Mount Gelmir campsite. We're going to be experiencing one of the more difficult boss fights in the entire game. And I'm going to be tackling it with the Great Club. Potentially some spells, but this is going to be a difficult fight, but we're going to see if we can take it on at our current build. So, in previous boss fights, we have seen the Falling Star Beast. This is the full-grown Falling Star Beast, and you'll see what the difference is very soon. It's much easier off the horse, actually. I think rocks are good against it. Strike damage is good against this guy. As you can see, I'm only doing 200 damage per hit there. 400, wow. 400 damage. Oh, wow. Stance break already? Prayerful Strike must do a lot of poise damage. Just because I also hit him in the head there. It might help if I drink my buffs. I put on Flame Grant Me Strength. Only slightly. So I used to think this attack was undodgeable. You pretty much just have to pick one side and run to it every time he changes directions. Oh, we dodged. Oh, we dodged it. Oh, wow! I'm getting played. I'm getting played for a fool. Wow. Yeah, no, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Drink. Buff. Oh, wow. That was close. Oh, there's a Starlight Shard over there. Catch flame. What? Starlight Shard. $272 damage. Oh wow, he can jump really far with that attack. That's okay. This is rough. I'm taking a beating right now. I might just focus on melee attacks. I think trying to use the incantations is kind of throwing me off a little bit. Let's just get in there with a great club. Wow, what the heck is happening? It's like input reading, but he's attacking the ground. Oh, there's another stance break. Let's see if I can get a prayerful strike off here. Come on. There it is. Oh no, oh no. Was that a grab attack? Ah, it is a grab attack. I just missed the dodge. Dodged way too early. Oh, he's got his second phase buff on. Oh no, this is why you want to be close. Get up on the hill! Oh my goodness, that was really close. That attack, that laser attack does a lot of damage. You do not want to get caught in that. Oh, come on. Need a light roll to get through that, apparently. Oh, I got the stance break right before he stomped on my head. Oh, that was great. Come on, man. You're almost there. Why did that come out so fast? I love how he's like trying to run away, kind of, but he can't run away because he's right up against the wall already. Stop creating space. Just fight. Oh, okay. Well, he took that challenge to heart. Oh my god, dude. He's unrelenting all of a sudden. Let's try to sling some fireballs at him. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Stop doing this. Oh, right on the top of his head. Oh, another stance break. Oh no, I can't get up. I can't get up high enough to get the riposte. Ah, that's okay. Wow. That was stressful, but I'm honestly kind of surprised that I was able to do it. I don't think we got the gold scarab on in time, but that's okay. We get the Falling Star Beastjaw. So another colossal weapon for intelligence builds. There we go. Part of a Falling Star Beastjaw, hard and shining black, fashioned into a weapon. With its sharp point, this colossal weapon can skewer foes. that has the gravity bolt, unique Ash of War. I really, really like that colossal weapon. Strength intelligence builds are severely underrated. People with like that love strength builds literally just put a couple of points into intelligence and you can use some of the best weapons in the game. Seriously missing out on some fun builds like the Ruins Greatsword, the Carrion Knight's Troll Sword, the Falling Star Beastjaw that I just got. Obviously, it's severely underrated. Not used nearly enough. People really love to go for like dexterity, for intelligence, like arcane dexterity, like strength intelligence it's really good. There's an invisible scarab here. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Feel free to Google this, but I'm fairly certain that this is just a bow Ash of War that drops through and through. It's a great bow Ash of War, so I'm not going to waste my time trying to get it. But it's an Ash of War that we're not going to ever use, so I'm just going to go ahead and move on. So, coming down off of the full-grown Falling Star Beastjaw, you come all the way. That's the entrance to the Volcano Manor, but you go off to the right and come down this hill, and then you get to the map. Finally, Mount Gelmir map. So we're going to take a little detour here before we enter the Volcano Manor. We finally got the map for this area. So, from the Wyndham Ruins, we entered the Seethwater River, went all the way up and did the Seethwater Cave, came up underneath, all the way at the bottom here, underneath the Volcano Manor to the Seethwater Terminus and completed Fort Laid. But then we stopped here. We still have to go through this area. Then, from all the way in eastern Altus, well, I guess mid-Altus, we came down this path to the Bridge of Iniquity, all the way around to the Corpse Stench Shack, killed Anastasia Tarnished Eater, and got the Golden Vow Ash of War. Went up a ladder, got the first Mount Gelmir campsite, went up through this area. Here, let's zoom in a little further. Went up through this area, found the pulley bow at this guard tower, but we didn't go back this direction. This is a tomb that we definitely need to go to, but we will be hitting that when we come through this area. So after we defeat Radahn, we'll go back to the Seethwater Terminus, go through this area, come all the way through the backside here. Yeah, right above the Abductor Virgin is another little town area with some really important stuff right here. Then we'll jump off this bridge into this dungeon, and we'll have looped back around to the first Mount Gelmir campsite, where we came up through this area, saw the Grafted Scion kill itself, met the nomadic merchant that gave us the ability to make volcano pots, went through here, 9th Mount Gelmir campsite, did the volcano cave and the full-grown Falling Star Beastjaw, and now we've come full circle. So it's a very I really like the way this area was designed. Mount Gelmir is another one of those areas that was just incredibly, just the art and the map design, the level design is just, it's all fantastic. It's absolutely wonderful. It's a giant worm face just chilling. Well, not chilling. I guess he's getting warm next to the fire there. Then you come down this hill from underneath the Road of Iniquity. Yeah, the Road of Iniquity, down this hill. There's more or less a secret boss fight. It's another one of those ulcerated tree spirits that just falls from the sky. Yeah, this is another pretty simple, straightforward boss fight, I think, at least. There's so many of these. Like, by the end of the game, you should really know what you're doing as far as fighting these goes. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Or, I mean, I'm out of mind. I'm out of FP. there's the explosion. Get a fireball off here. Oh, we hit him. Nice. Get our buff back on. We didn't get the sword buff. There it is. Ooh, stance break. Charged heavy. And they're fast. Nice. One more shot. Should do it. There it is. Easy. Enemy filled. And for that we get the Leaden hard tier and the Cerulean hidden tier. Cerulean hidden tier is one of the best in the game, specifically because it just completely eliminates the FP cost of anything for like 10 seconds. So essentially you can put that on, put your buff on, walk into a boss fight and summon for free, and then cast a couple of spells for free as well. So you can carry much fewer blue flasks, or you can maybe even summon. You can summon an ash that you don't have the you don't meet the FP requirement for. You can just summon it anyway because it completely eliminates all FP consumption. So now we'll go back to the Road of Iniquity, and we'll go meet the people in the Volcano Manor and kind of start that quest line. But then we're gonna take a massive detour in the opposite direction, and we're gonna go fight General Radahn or Star Scourge Radahn, whichever you prefer. So beating Radahn is another huge milestone that opens up lots of different opportunities, but it also advances a few NPC quest lines, and I want to defeat Radahn before we go further into Mount Gelmir and the Volcano Manor. Got a frenzied giant there. First appearance of a frenzied giant. Is that? Oh, he can't get in there. That's nice. Volcano Manor. Really enjoy the, I don't know, the vampiric design. Like this manor is very extravagant and kind of like spooky haunted house looking. I really like the way that this looks. So you get this side of grace, and then you go talk to... I actually don't remember this girl's name.
Aren't you precocious? We rarely receive visitors to the Volcano Manor without invitation. Fascinating. And not unlike another guest we had long ago. So, tarnished. Have you ever harbored doubts about the burden of grace and the dogmatic ramblings of the Fingers? If you have, why not join the Volcano Manor and fight with us, rise with us, against the Erd Tree?
I'm really not entirely sure what I think is right for this world, but I'm here for the lore, so yeah, why not?
Now you belong to the Volcano Manor family. The drawing room lies down the hall. Make yourself comfortable. I am Tanith, the proprietress of this
and
house.
her Crucible Knight bodyguard.
An honor to have you.
The drawing room key.
The drawing room. Use the key.
Okay, so down the hall and to the left is the drawing room. But before we go ahead and do that, we're going to go up here because there's an invasion. There's an invasion that needs to happen. The second floor dining room. And also a somber 6. Or no, just a regular 6. Cool. Okay. Got a buffs going. Have at thee. Wow, dude. Inquisitor Giza, you're bad. That's a really cool weapon, but you're terrible. Giza's wheel. It's another really cool colossal weapon. Great iron wheel lined with the flesh-flaying blades. Device of torture used by Inquisitor Giza. As the wheel spins, it causes severe pain and blood loss. The design was adopted for use as the iconic weapon wielded by the Iron Virgins. Yeah, it's one of the spinning wheel. The wheel Iron Virgin's arms just broken off and used as a weapon. There's a ghost at the end of the hallway speaking to us. A perfume bottle and a hidden wall. We will come back to that hidden wall. Not gonna delve too deep into Volcano Manor right now. We'll get it started. Yeah.
You're tarnished. Here to put the demigods to the sword. Then please, kill the great serpent. The one that devoured Praetor Rykard. I left the serpent slaying spear in the Lord's chamber. Worthy tarnished. Brandish the spear and run him through. The great serpent. That unspeakable monstrosity.
Okay.
Praetor Rykard's ambitions, though blasphemous, marked him a worthy sovereign, but they were reduced to gluttonous depravity once he gave himself to the serpent. Whatever that thing is, it is no longer Praetor Rykard. Someone must kill him to spare him and his ambitions.
Okay, so Praetor Rykard is no longer himself. He gave himself over to the serpent. It's been devoured. Been corrupted. That's unfortunate. Spoilers or no spoilers, one of the two, I am killing Praetor Rykard. I'm gonna kill Rykard. And here we find Raya. Raya the Scout is our good friend that was gonna give us a ride. We helped her out in Liurny of the Lakes.
Hello again, brave Tarnished. It is a shame that I did not beckon you here with my own hand, but I am pleased that we meet again. Here, at the Volcano Manor, under Lady Tanith's guidance. May you tread the path of valor.
Sure, yeah,
Brave Tarnished,
under her guidance.
Under Lady Tanith's.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Oh my gosh! It's Diallos! Huh.
You. What in heaven's name are you?
Not this guy, this is Bernal from the
recusants who spit at grace and hunt our own kind. I hope you understand the weight of my words.
I do understand the weight of your words. I've met many of your kind that have tried to kill me already.
Well, as long as you understand what you're saying. I thought you were tarnished, bred by virtue. Perhaps playing that part led you to your doubts, I wonder. But know that the path you walk is blasphemy and leads only to a miserable death. Before you consider hunting any of your own kind, think on that.
I doubt it, dude. Honestly, I'm gonna be the next Elden Lord, so basically everything that I do now, I'll just like, you know, pardon myself, basically. But yeah, that's Bernal. He was at the War Master's shack in Limgrave. Yeah, he was here. And this is Diallos. Diallos was originally looking for his assistant, and he ended up finding her dead in the Academy Gatetown ruins somewhere around this general vicinity. He found her dead. She was killed by one of the recusants of the Volcano Manor. And then he met Raya or somebody else, and they gave him an invitation to the Volcano Manor, and that's where we finally found Diallos. So let's speak to him and see what he has to say.
Ah. Oh, it's you, is it? Well, nice to see you again. So you've been invited as well, I see. Then we're comrades in arms henceforth. You watch my back, and I'll watch yours. Yes?
Absolutely.
I can tell. You're wondering about Lanya. Well, you see, after much internal debate, I've come to realize revenge is not the answer.
Really?
According to Lady Tanith, I've got the stuff of champions. And champions, ironic as it is, are oft forced to walk a tainted path. It hit me like a bolt from the blue, that my former thoughts were simple naivety. Of course, my heart weeps for Lanya. That unfortunate incident was a cruel twist of fate indeed. But succumbing to the pain and sadness caused won't make me a champion, will it? Lanya knows this, I'm certain. Fate has laid hard roads for us both, but such is true of any road trod by champions.
That doesn't seem right.
I always resented these hands. Their pale complexion, a far cry from any warriors. The shame of House Hoslow, but that won't be the case for long. They'll be darkened by grit once I've set out on the path of champions. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood, after all. I always resented these
That's dark. So something has definitely corrupted Diallos. Diallos has spent too much time within these
This
walls.
blasphemous before you consider hunt.
Yeah, and it's been corrupted. We got a letter from Volcano Manor and the recusant finger. It's another multiplayer item. Just like the bloody finger we got from Vare, the recusant finger also allows us to invade. So we got bloody finger invasions and also recusant invasions. We can invade infinitely with both. As far as I can tell, or as far as I'm aware, the only difference between the two is your title when you invade. It'll show up on the opposing player's screen as recusant, whatever your name is, or bloody finger, whatever your name is, either one. Now we'll go back and talk to Tanith, let her know.
Did you read the letter left for you?
Yes.
That is
No,
the
I didn't.
task the Volcano Manor desires you enact. You will be compensated once the deed is done. Good luck. If you
Okay.
are loath to hunt your own kin, so be it. But you must leave this house at once. This is a war against the Erd Tree. We have no place for the meek, nor the luxury of keeping clean hands.
So they're requesting that I hunt other tarnished to prevent them from restoring the Golden Order or working for the Two Fingers. They want to be rid of the Erd Tree. Here we go. We have the invitation we got from Raya and also the letter from Volcano Manor. A written request from Volcano Manor disclosing the name of a tarnished to be hunted, Old Knight Istvan. He can be found in Limgrave. Find the red mark on your map for the exact location. Alright, so let's drop a level into Faith. We're going to try to level our Faith a little bit, get access to some of these incantations that we picked up. And then, so now we still have lots to cover in Mount Gelmir and Volcano Manor. But we're going to put a hold on that for now, and we'll go do this invasion. That's right here next to where we got invaded by recusant Henricus. He was using the Eruption Ash of War in the same location. But we'll go down here and do that contract, and then we're going to go fight Star Scourge Radahn. We'll do the Radahn Festival to progress. Lots of different storylines will progress from that. Actually, I think we're gonna go off to the left a little bit here so we don't get attacked by wolves. Let's switch up our build a little bit here, actually, as well. Let's use one of these other weapons that I upgraded. Yeah, we'll use the Magmaworm Scale Sword. And we got 2 curved greatswords here, so let's use... Yeah, let's go back and forth between... So I put the Chilling Mist on the Serpent God's curved sword, so we'll try to frost him, and then we'll reset the frost by hitting him with some fire. Let's invade Old Knight Isfan's world. Alright. As an invader, we have reduced flasks as well, which is somewhat unfortunate, but that's okay. Chilling Mist. There's the Frostbite, and now we can hit him with this and reset it. And then we can hit him with another Chilling Mist. Oh, okay, well, maybe if we can get it off. Or he's got a lot of poise. Let's try to make him... Oh, he's using the Dismounter. Is it the Dismounter? Yeah, he's got Gravitas on. Oh, this is the guy that helped me with the boss fight to get Bach's needle back. Yeah, this is the same guy that helped me with the double demi-human boss fight in the on the southern beach of Limgrave. Feels bad, man, but I was tasked with your death, so that's the way it's got to be. Wow, yeah, he's got a lot of poise. He just tanked a running heavy from a curved greatsword. Wow. You know what? Cheers to you. Give you a bow, even though you're an AI, but respect to Old Knight Isfan for helping us. And we get the scaled helm, we get his armor set for doing that. Yeah, he helped us with the boss fight at the end of the coastal cave here when Bach had his sewing needle stolen by the demi-humans. And now we have his armor set. It's a really good armor set. Helm worn by Old Knight Isfan. The corroded metal is reinforced with rock-hard scales, making it highly effective against non-physical attacks. Isfan is one of the few wizened tarnished who survived to this day. And his scaled armor. Yeah, it's the same description for all the scaled armor. Alright. And finally, big moment coming up here. The Radahn festival. And we'll meet up with a few of our old friends here. We got Great Horn Tragoth. We haven't met this guy yet, but this is Lionel the Lionheart. We've never met this character either. This is Okina. This is the Land of Reed's warrior that wields the wakizashi in his left hand and a bigger katana in his right hand. And that's Jerren.
Prepare for battle. Defeat the general, claim glory, and grab that great rune. A celebration of war. The Radahn Festival!
Yeah, so Jerren is in charge of the Radahn Festival. So the whole castle has been completely gutted. There's no more enemies in this whole castle. I believe it's actually blocked off right here for the festival. But yeah, Jerren is a really interesting character. We'll be talking to him. And this is Finger Maiden Theralina. I'm actually not entirely sure of her lore at all, but I know that she's a Finger Maiden, and she mostly just casts healing spells, or healing incantations. See, she's got a finger seal in her right hand there. She just gave us a polite bow. And here we have our good friend Blide, we haven't seen in quite some time.
Thought I might find you here. I must admit, I was a little worried. We missed our meeting. But it looks like you're still in one piece, eh? You must have heard by now, right? That Starscourge Radahn holds Ranni's fate in stasis. But once he's out of the way, it will spring back into motion. So now, we stand against the demigod once known as the strongest of them all. The way ahead is pleasingly simple. We fight, sword and fang.
Yeah, so he's talking about we missed our meeting because he was in search of uh, the city underground, Nokron, but he did show up around this general vicinity, but we showed up too early. We were there before he was, and then we never came back. He was waiting for us because we did that area before we met Ronnie and entered her service. So he was waiting for us there, but we had already completed that area, so we never went back to it. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and mark a couple of things just to make sure that I come back to them. Yeah, just to make sure, because there's a lot of content to cover, and I just want to be absolutely positive that I don't miss anything too huge. Okay, the rest I'll be able to remember the rest. Okay, and finally we have our dear friend Alexander that we haven't seen. We haven't seen Alexander since we saw him. We helped him out of a rut here. He was stuck in the ground here, and then we saw him at the beginning or at the end of the Gale Tunnel. So we entered the Gale Tunnel here. No, yes, we enter the Gale Tunnel here, and then it came out. Wait, yeah, rear Gale Tunnel entrance. So we saw him at the rear Gale Tunnel entrance, and he was trying to figure out a way forward and told us of the Radahn festival. So here he is.
Ah, you came. How delightful. Indeed, I thought I might find you here. By the by, do you know for whom this festival is being held? Well, it is none other than General Radahn himself. To think, I could face a great champion of the Shattering, a demigod in the flesh. Oh, God. In truth, I quiver at the thought. Such is his frightful repute. But the fear simply assures me the ordeal is worth undertaking. Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal.
Awesome. I absolutely love Alexander. He is
Be sure to
amazing.
get a good vantage, my
Yeah. We will see you in the fight, Alexander. And we do... I want to pick a really good weapon. I don't think we can parry any of his spells. But I want to pick a really good weapon to use against Radahn. Radahn is going to be one of the more difficult enemies. One of the more difficult boss fights. Probably use the Inquisitor's Girandol. Just specifically for the bleed buildup. We're gonna need all the help that we can possibly get. I don't wanna rely on poison. I'm not gonna lie, the majority of the times that I've fought Radahn, I've been too scared to actually face him. So I usually just go in with the Scarlet Rot Breath and ride around on my horse while the people distract him and the poison kills him. But I'm not gonna do that this time around. That's the coward's way out.
Are you good and prepared, young chum? The festival begins.
I am absolutely prepared, but, well, I'm not prepared, but I guess I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture. General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling at the sky.
But now, we must make merry. O gathering of champions, the revels begin. The celebration of war. The Radahn Festival!
Cool. Got the heartening cry. Let's go ahead and do that one. That did not look nearly as cool as Jerren doing it, but
You will find the field of battle past the church ahead, upon the shore under the fort. General Radahn is there, even now, divested of his wits, devouring corpses, and howling at the sky.
alright. So yeah, Radahn has lost his wits to the Scarlet Rot from the bloom of the Scarlet Aeonia after his battle with Melania. He is a shadow of his former self, just eating corpses to survive and holding back the stars with his gravity magic. A ridiculously powerful person, or a demigod, a ridiculously powerful demigod. But we gotta put him out of his misery to claim his Great Rune. And speaking of Great Runes, I think I'm gonna use a Rune Arc for this boss fight. This is gonna be a tough one. So I'm gonna need all the help that I can get. Alright. Let's do this. The Wailing Dunes. Right off the bat, he's already shooting his great bow at us. Summon Greathorn Tragoth, Lionel the Lionhearted. Use our iframes getting off the horse there to dodge. Alexander. And he's firing up in the air. The rain of arrows, that's Radahn's rain. The Ash of War, the secret Ash of War that we got from the painting that overlooks this area. Use our iframes getting off the horse there again. I believe this is Finger Maiden Theralina. Yeah, it is, okay. Get in there, boys. Let's drink our buff. Oh wow, he's still on me. Wow, he is on me. He does not care at all about these other people attacking him. Flame grant me strength. Fucking fireball at him. Oh, I can't see. Alexander, get out of the way. Cragblade. He's a master of gravity magic. Oh, a stance break. Huge bleed. Okay, this is like the coolest part of his boss fight. Most of the summons are gonna die from this, but watch the skies. Oh wow, that was close. Comes down in a fiery ball. We gotta resummon all these guys. I'm pretty sure you can only summon. Yep, there's Jerren. You can only summon Jerren in the second half of the fight. Gotta resummon. I can't find any other. Lionel died. Fingermare and Theralina is just chasing us around here. There's Alexander's back. Alright, let's get in there. Here comes the... Nice. Dodged it perfectly. Let's just tank through it. Oh, that was great. I can't believe I did that first try. Am I gonna get the gold scarab on? I think I got it off in time. Radahn's Great Rune and the Remembrance of the Star Scourge. Another really cool cutscene here too. So with Radahn out of the picture, the stars are now able to fall from the sky, and one of them fell right in the middle of Limgrave. Well, not in the middle, but like, yeah, Starfall Crater. One of the stars fell from the sky and created a huge crater in the middle of Limgrave. We will definitely check that out. And it's awesome that there's a red marker here. That didn't used to be the case. You used to have to try to find out where it fell. But after the fight, we have Alexander gathering some corpses for his own power, and Blide waiting for us to progress Lunar Princess Rani's questline. And there's a cave on the far end of Radahn's boss arena as well, but that's a very late game cave. We'll come back to that much later on. But let's talk to Blide and Alexander and see what they have to say after the fight.
Ah, good. I was waiting for you. Oh, what a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is shared by Radahn and you. And did you see that afterwards? A falling star right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one.
Absolutely.
The path has now been cleared. To Nokran, where Rani's fate will be decided. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our swords once more for Mistress Rani.
Absolutely.
Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll go into. My only purpose is to fight for Rani's fate. The curtain's rising. On the final act.
Yes, it is, my friend. I will meet you there, but we definitely need to. We got to progress a little bit further into Leyndell to finish our version of the Dung Eater questline and Celavis's questline before we finish Rani's questline. Once you finish Rani's questline, it cuts Celavis's questline short, and we won't be able to do what we want to do. Let's talk to Alexander as well.
Ah, hello there. It was a battle marvelously fought. You are well and truly a champion, friend. I, on the other hand, am nothing but a crock. One hit was all it took to crack me, and for my insides to come spilling out. After that, I hid like a coward. And as such, I can hardly stand to face one such as you.
That's not true, man. I saw you. You were mixing it up in there. You do look a little worse for wear, man. Your body's kind of falling apart, but I saw you mixing it up. You were throwing lefts and rights.
But don't you think I've given up just yet? As luck would have it, there's a veritable mountain of warriors' bodies right here. If I can just squeeze this bunch down inside me, I'll be a mighty warrior again in no time. And you know, the bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering? The greatest of all wars. Just you wait and see, friend. I'll grow even stronger. Just you wait when next we meet.
Absolutely, dude. I cannot
Bodies
wait.
found here are who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering, the greatest of all wars. Just you wait.
Yes, I cannot wait to meet you again, Alexander. You're a fine warrior indeed. Okay. Okay, we got about 5 minutes left here, so yeah. With this last 5 minutes, I'm just gonna go check something. There should be something around here, and maybe an update to Jarberg. So let's go check that out really quickly, and then in the next episode, we will continue our exploration of the Altus Plateau, Mount Gelmir, and the Volcano Manor. But here, yeah, I want to see, we do have the oil pot, so there could be, yeah, that's potentially another Alexander encounter and potentially another Dialos encounter at Jarberg, now that we've talked to him in the Volcano Manor. Alexander could be, yep.
Help me! I'm stuck.
There he is. He's already got himself stuck again.
Hello. How nice it is to see a friendly face. As you can surmise, I've got myself stuck in another hole. Would you mind helping me out again?
Sure, Alexander. Yeah, we'll help you out
Thanks
again.
in advance. I know you're the man for the job. You know what to do, Give me a good smack from behind with something nice and big. Don't worry about my wound sustained at the festival. I'm stuck back together good and proper. Just give it your all.
I don't think that's the case. I haven't done this too many times, but as to not take any chances, I'm fairly certain you're not able to time for it back.
Come on. Give me.
What is this message?
Come on.
Okay, come on. If only I had an item. Yeah, so you actually can't just hit him out like you did before. You need an oil pot. You gotta hit him, you gotta lubricate his body with an oil pot before you're able to actually release him.
Please. Wait. I have a terrible feeling about this. Would you stop hitting me for a minute? I can feel my lower half is stuck on something. I don't think you can get me out just by hitting me this time. Let's think. Perhaps there's a way to slide me out a little more smoothly. What if I could somehow be made slippery or some such?
Yeah, there you go. So you need an oil pot first.
By gods, you are a man of vision. This will have me as slippery as a toad. I have a good feeling about this. Right. Give me a good...
Okay, so now we can pop him out. There it is. Oh, you turned around.
My thanks to you and your razor-sharp wits. Oh, now, as a token of my thanks, I'd like you to have this.
Yay, 3 more exalted flesh. Awesome.
Dearie me, I'm oilier than a toad. Yeah, there were countless oil jars back where I'm from, actually. And now I know what it's like to be one of them.
Oh,
Yes,
Alexander.
Indeed. I too have a home, though it is one to which I have vowed not to return. So, I thought I might look out from atop the cliff. But as I drew closer and closer, pow, wouldn't you know it, I was perfectly stuck in that blasted hole. I can feel the warriors inside admonishing me for my mawkishness. To walk the path of champions, one cannot cleave to the past. I'm headed to the Fiery Mount in the north. I can strengthen myself there without fear of cracking this vessel. I will forge myself anew in its flames.
Fantastic.
I'm headed to the I can strengthen
Okay,
forge my
so that's why we waited to progress any further in Mount Gelmir. from the Seawater Terminus, you go around to this direction, and Alexander is hanging out in the lava here. That's his next position that we can find him in. And now we're gonna go check on Jarberg just while we're here. I'm gonna see if there's any news from Jarbaron. And potentially Dialos. I'm pretty sure Dialos is their previous potentate. Now that we've progressed his quest line, we might be able to do something here.
Ah, hello again. Do you know what a poacher is, cuz? They hunt us, smash us, and then take us away. This village is kept secret, so I think we're safe here. But you should be careful if you ever meet one of them, cuz I hope Uncle Alexander beats them all up first. Those awful poachers.
Yeah, I hope Alexander beats them all up too. He's definitely more than capable. I wonder if sitting at this grace quickly will advance the storyline. Oh, we can level up. Yes, let's definitely get some more endurance and some more faith. Oh, is that something happened to Jarbaron? Is he asleep? Please tell me he's asleep.
Please.
Yeah, I think he's having a nightmare. Just trying to put my fire pots back on. No? Okay, so found Jarbaron asleep. Let's try reloading once more. Okay, he's back. He's awake.
Those awful poachers.
Okay. Not entirely sure. But we're 3 minutes over an hour, so we'll call that an episode. Next stop. Yeah. Next stop we make is going to be back at the Seawater Terminus, and we'll take this back route through Mount Gelmir and hit this dungeon as well. We will go back to the Volcano Manor and get our reward for killing Old Knight Isvan and get our next contract. And then our next contract is actually going to be around this direction. So after we do all that, we'll go back to the Erdtree Gazing Hill. We'll hit this dungeon on our way over there, do this contract, and then we'll go into the Shaded Castle area. Then we got a little bit more of the outer Altus Plateau area to cover before we move to the inner gate. And then finally, we'll move into the Lanedale Royal Capital. But lots more to come, lots more content, many more episodes. But for now, I've been Igneous Hippo. Thank you very much for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your day.